Yeah,
what's up, everybody?
Welcome to
the very first edition, the very first episode,
the Runner and Gunner
Video Game Podcast, YouTube exclusive
YouTube
version.
edition only.
YouTube edition only. This is
it.
an experiment to see if it works, see if our viewers will, like these shorter segments of the same podcast.
And we usually come out on Mondays, but on this version, you could hear it any day of the week. So congratulations to you, and let's get to it. Anyways.
Let's get to it. So this
Monday, we're going to be talking about rappers
in video games. Yes, there is rappers who come out in video games. There's plenty of them.
There's a lot of them. So we got a lot of ground to cover in a short amount of time. So, Gunner, let's just get right down to it.
All right, so Eminem and Dr. Dre were in 50 Cent's Bulletproof.
50 Cent's Bulletproof.
Eminem plays a crooked cop, Dr. Dre plays himself, and 50 Cent obviously is the protagonist and the main character of the game. The game has you flying around with guns and beating and shooting people up.
And what consoles was Bulletproof on?
PlayStation 2. It was on PlayStation 2, Bulletproof.
What about Xbox? Did Xbox have it as well? Xbox 360?
And Xbox 360.
I think they had it too, right? And so, let's talk about another rapper, a huge one that everybody knows. His name is Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's first debut ever to any video game console was on, not GTA, but they called it a GTA clone. It was back in 2003. It's called True Crime, Streets of LA. Yes, True Crime. And of course, Streets of LA. Yes. Why would he not be on a video game called Streets of LA? So that was his debut before he was on any other video game. I know you guys are thinking, yes, he's was
on a lot.
On every video game you ever heard. Maybe his voice, maybe show his little face, but
Call of Duty.
Yes, a lot of games. But yeah, that was his first debut, and it was just pretty much a clone of GTA. And pretty much the same kind of things. And then he was in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts. And 2 of the latest Madden games. Whoa! I didn't even know. How is Snoop Dogg going to be a Madden? Do you know he's kind of not as bulky as it should be for a football player? So it's kind of dangerous for Snoop to be in football.
Hopefully he's in 2K24.
I hope he lifted a lot of weights.
Hopefully he's in WWE 2K24.
And it's true that he did wrestle back in the day, so that does make a lot of sense if he was in 2K24.
And he gave a people's elbow on a couple years ago at WrestleMania.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right, Snoop.
Rap Jam Volume 1 for the Super Nintendo.
Rap Jam.
Was heavily featured.
Rap Jam.
With, had rappers in it. It had LL Cool J. It had House of Pain, Queen Latifah. It had Warren G. It had Public Enemy. Coolio, Yo-Yo the Girl, Onyx, Naughty by Nature.
Dang.
It was kind of like an NBA Jam clone. Mm-hmm. It came out in 1995.
Sounds amazing.
It was a game for the Super Nintendo with all these rappers. You should check it out. If you got the emulators, go ahead and check that one out.
So pretty much, Gunner, it might be like an NBA Jam type of video game, something like that?
Yeah, it is. An NBA Jam clone.
Something like that. That sounds cool, but it has so many rappers in that video game. That's stacked with a bunch of rappers. That's crazy.
Yeah, so we also got 21 Savage.
21 Savage.
Who was also in Call of Duty. The rapper is seen rocking black shades and a backward baseball cap. And, he's also in the Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 bundle. So.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And then
21 Savage.
Nelly. I know you guys know who Nelly is, the down south rapper from
Smally?
St. Louis. Yeah, Smelly Nelly. But Nelly, the Band-Aid guy, he wear a Band-Aid over his eye. He was very, very popular, and he's still well-known. His sole video game, one and only time he ever appeared in video games was NBA Streets Volume 2.
Wow, Nelly was in NBA Streets Volume 2.
Yeah, he was there. I don't know how he did it. As well as other street legends, it was heavily inspired by him. I guess some of the street legends that they have on there were very heavily inspired by him too. But he was in there, and I guess he was a DLC unlockable character, so you gotta unlock him.
That's pretty cool.
To get him.
All right.
Pretty good, yeah.
NBA Streets, you said?
Volume 2.
For like the PlayStation 2, right?
PS2. Yeah,
that's crazy. And you had to DLC him? That's like early DLC.
Early. Or probably it was like a code or some.
Maybe it was a code or
unlockable.
Some kind of unlockable.
Maybe a code.
Nelly. I wonder if there's any other rappers in that game. J. Cole, everybody, was in NBA 2K23.
J. Cole.
The Dreamer Edition. J. Cole was a playable character, and he signed actually to play professional basketball with the Scarborough Shooting Stars of the Canadian Elite Basketball League. So, J. Cole, he's really doing it.
Is cool. Yeah. And so we have Redman, everybody, and Redman was in so many games. I mean, but I'm just going to talk about his first game that he was in, and it was NBA 2K1. 2K1? What? Yeah, that's way back. 2K1. That's the original.
NBA
so that's for
2K1.
Sega Dreamcast. Redman was in Sega Dreamcast NBA 2K1. This was his debut. This was long before the Def Jam games and before everything.
What about the Wu-Tang game?
And guess what? He could be... No, he wasn't in Wu-Tang. But he could be both as a recording artist and a playable character. Wow. That makes me want to play it right now. Doesn't it make you just want to jump on a Sega Dreamcast and see what's going on? Everybody. If you can't find a Sega Dreamcast or however you could play this game, remember, NBA 2K1 and that Redman was on there. That's pretty dang
dope.
cool.
I bet his graphics are so down.
Yeah, he probably looked really cool as
All right, everybody, we got Shaq Fu and Shaq Fu Part 2.
Oh, man.
Shaq, people don't know this, but Shaq was a pretty good rapper. He's got a couple albums in the 90s, and he's got a couple EDM albums that just came out.
He's probably actually got some certified classics, like I'm talking about platinum, maybe for sure gold, but possibly platinum hits.
Yeah, he does. You can check him out on Spotify and YouTube. Check out Shaq's albums. They're pretty good. And Kobe Bryant comes out in some of those songs for all you Lakers fans. Also, we got Travis Scott. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait, let's go back. Shaq Fu Part 2.
Shaq Fu Part 2. We don't
Barack
talk about
Obama.
Barack Obama. We're talking about a whole length of so many years. I mean, Shaq Fu Part 1 came out way back in like 1994 or something.
Shaq
and we're
Fu
talking about
2018.
How many freaking years? Kids were being made during this time. Kids were being made and people were graduating college.
Who else was in that game?
It's so nuts.
Obama and who was the other one?
Obama and some other rapper, I forget.
Some other rapper.
But Obama was the main one.
Travis Scott, everybody, was in Fortnite, if you remember that, the Fortnite event where he hosted a Fortnite exclusive concert where you could see him singing in his concert. Play video games with his giant hologram.
That's really cool, too.
It was pretty cool, everybody. All the kids liked it. Travis Scott, And
then let's talk about the big one. Curtis Jackson.
50 Cent.
Other known as 50 Cent.
That's what we said.
His own video game.
Bulletproof game.
But yeah, we talked about it.
With Eminem and Dr. Dre.
We forgot to name that he was in also Navy SEALs and Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2. He also made appearances in there. And yeah, he's been doing a lot of stuff since then. He's still kicking butt in Call of Duty. You can play him now currently as a DLC in the brand new version of Call of Duty if you could get the right code. And look it up, everybody. It's hard to get. It's very rare, but it's out there.
So here are a couple of games, full games that have plenty of rappers. The Wu-Tang, Shaolin Style.
Yeah, we love that game.
That game has a lot of rappers in it. We also have Def Jam.
The Holy Grail, once again.
Fight for New York.
Once again,
Icon,
that's
all the Def Jam games.
That's the main one.
Yeah, that's the main one.
That is it. That is just every rapper in the world.
They publish a lot of video games, and they put rappers in every single one of them. We got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which has plenty of rappers.
Another great one.
Grand Theft Auto period has ridden with rappers, famous rappers.
Hey, Gunner, what about Kanye West?
Kanye West and his...
We forgot that
his
Kanye
one
West
secret
was on
game.
Something.
The only one video game which he wanted to get published by Nintendo, but it never quite developed into the way he wanted to. So now I guess
it was called
independent developers.
It was called Kanye West: The Quest for Kim, I think, something like that.
It was the quest for Ray J. Yeah, the Revenge of Ray J.
Oh man,
DJ Hero had plenty of rap songs in it. If you want to check that one out.
They had DJ Hero actually had two of the greatest DJs, not Herc, but they did have DJ Jazzy Jeff actually creating new content specifically for that video game.
That's super cool.
That's a big deal.
Get on the mic. Get on the mic is karaoke style rap experience, much like the underground rap competitions of 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, he comes out in it. Snoop Dogg again. Snoop Dogg's all over. Snoop Dogg's in every single game.
Snoop Dogg loves video games. He's a classic. He's a legend. Snoop Dogg knew what he was doing when he would get involved in these video games. But don't forget about Ice-T in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, and he was on the radio, right? He was a radio host. And also Chuck D was another one. Chuck D of a Public Enemy was another one who was in the radio host, and he was good too. Like, it's crazy how many rappers want to get involved with these gangster games because they were...
Yeah, it's crazy how many rappers want to get involved with video games, period.
Gangster game. I know. Yeah, just video games, just to be... Because they actually play them. What do you think back in the days when... Or even locally now, if you're just a local rapper who goes up and down, say, California, for example, Northern Cali, Southern Cali, and you just go up and down, what are you doing in your van, in your bus? I mean, you're playing video games all day. Yeah. You have to. It's boring. They're probably smoking their...
reefers and playing video games. Yeah. Lil Jon was in Tony Hawk Pro Skater HD. Mm-hmm. He comes out in it as a character on that.
Lil Jon.
That is the remake version of the 2012 remake version of Tony Hawk's 1, 2,
and 3. Then they remade it recently again though.
Yeah, I think this version was better with the Lil Jon.
Jack Black is in there, and he makes an appearance too. And I don't know, he kind of I don't know if I hope we don't break the skateboard.
They needed two video game cartridges to add Jack Black in it.
Yeah, you have to have the super big DLC for that one. So
Mark Echo's Getting Up Contents Under Pressure featured Talib Kweli and RZA.
Who? Wait, who was the first one?
Yeah. It also included vocal cameos by
RZA
Diddy.
Shout out to RZA. The Riz. Charlie Murphy? Did you say Charlie Murphy?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Rest his soul.
Talib Kweli.
God bless Charlie Murphy. He's in heaven now. But yeah.
Yeah, B-Boy is another one. Has Biz Markie.
B-Boy.
Eric B. and Rakim.
Man, another great classic. And then, let's not forget, like I had said and talked about, I mean, Gunner had talked about how much we love Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes is probably one of the greatest rappers of all time, and he was in the MTV Celebrity Deathmatch. That was his debut, and that was a long time ago. Because Celebrity Deathmatch doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't even exist. No one even knows what it is.
He was the sole rapper in there. How did he make it? Nobody knows.
It was a pretty good game.
In there.
It was on PlayStation 2.
It was a good game.
1.
It was a really good game, and they had their little fake blood. It was cool because they had their little fake blood, and they would cut off your necks and your limbs. And
Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson was in there. Mr. T, even like the weird announcer guys you could play as them. So it was pretty crazy.
And then that Busta Rhymes was also in Def Jam Fight for New York. NBA Street has a lot of rappers in it. It has Exhibit, Nate Dogg, MC Light, and a few more. Is it Nelly, like we mentioned?
Yep.
And that was a good one.
That's a good one. It's a great one.
All right, everybody. We got some Tabasco sauce to talk about.
Yep. We got some of the greatest Tabasco sauces. And guess what? We're talking about some fire here. We're talking about the greatest, the best, red, white, and spice. Spice it up for a little bit for America. And so everybody out there, we're going to talk about sauces. We know you guys like sauces. We're not talking about the sauces in the air that some people claim to see, but they never do see. Not those ones. We're talking about the sauces that you drip on your eggs in the morning, on your burritos in the evening, that you drip all over the place. Anyways, these are the sauces that are most popular in America and where? On the West.
According by state.
In the West, of course. In California, we got, and Nevada, Tapatio.
Tapatio, everybody. You put those Tapatio on your eggs every single morning? Well, probably so if you live in California.
Colorado and up northern, like Kansas and Wisconsin, is Cholula. Then we got Valentina in Arizona.
All right, makes sense.
Valentina, Arizona.
How about Texas?
Hey, there we go. All right, so in Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, and most of the whole down south region.
Yeah. What are they?
Louisiana hot sauce.
Louisiana hot sauce. Cajun people.
All right, everybody. Now you're going to know the strange thing. The really strange thing is, if you head further east, what do you got? You got Philadelphia, you got Boston, and not New York, but Philadelphia and Boston in them, and they like Texas Pete. But in Texas, they like
Louisiana.
So, yeah, it's a little confusing, but it's good.
What about New York?
New York City?
Yeah, what do they eat?
Man, a lot of New York and a lot of Maine and a lot of Delaware and all up there. All that corner up there. Frank's Red and
what? That ain't
Frank's
even
Red
hot sauce.
And guess who else likes it? Hawaii.
Hawaii likes Frank's.
Hawaii likes Frank's too.
Well, I put that ass
on everything.
Oh,
sorry. That's Alaska. My bad. Alaska likes Frank's.
Oh,
I was looking at the other state.
They're wimps.
But
don't they want to stay warm? They should eat something hotter.
I'm sorry, Hawaii.
Like Tabasco.
Let me correct you, Hawaii. Hawaii likes Tabasco.
Yeah.
Hawaii likes Tabasco.
There we go.
What the heck is Crystal? I don't know, but it's called Crystal, and I hope it's not the drug.
Yeah, Crystal is Louisiana hot sauce, and it's amazing.
A different.
Yeah.
It's another hot sauce.
Yeah.
Like okay,
Louisiana.
so Florida is Crystal. They like Crystal. Yeah, so there it is, everybody. So the majority, well, down south they love Louisiana hot sauce. On the west, it looks like Tapatio is taking over a tie with Cholula, and on the east coast and indefinite, it's always going to be Frank's red sauce, and in Alaska, Frank's red sauce.
But that stuff's made in New York City.
New York City.
Everybody out there, it's Black History Month. Go ahead and find your black friends and give them a nice hug and a handshake.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Martin Luther King.
Show love to Martin Luther King.
Thank you, Rosa Parks. Thank you, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wesley Snipes. Thank
Michael
you, Forrest
Jordan.
Whitaker. Thank you, Denzel Washington.
Denzel.
Everybody out there, St. Patty's Day is going to be next month, so between Black History Month and St. Patty's Day, love everybody.
Find your pot of gold and
be good to everybody.
Amazing.
The beer of the month is Rothhaus.
Rothhausen.
German beer from German, the Black Forest of Germany.
Germans are our hermanos, and we love you Germans out there. Shout out to our hermanos out there, which are our German brothers.
No, du hast mich, du Frau. Something like that.
Un Lachler.
Un Schutzer. We are Un Lachler. Un Schutzer. The show.
The show, baby.
So go ahead and check us out in your continent, in your country, and tell your friends about us.
Yeah,
tell your friends about the new YouTube special.
Out.
We're going to be having this, trying to do the YouTube exclusive rundown every week from now on, just to keep you entertained across all platforms. In the same manner, it's going to have the inclusions of the show that Monday, just be a condensed version. So it's, primarily the same things, the same topics. But we're going to try to get that for you. Everybody out there, before we go, we're going to just have a few rappers who are hip-hop's biggest gamers
ever.
We got Schoolboy Q. We got Logic.
Logic.
Post Malone, of course.
Little
Yachty. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg on Madden with his Twitch. T-Pain. T-Pain's becoming a game developer.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Vince Staples. Whatever. The game,
of course, the game.
The game
Shout
plays
out to the
video
game.
games, everybody.
The game is a gamer at Madden. Do not challenge him and do not play him because he will whip your butts.
Yeah, so everybody out there, if you know any rappers in video games that we missed mentioning that you know of that we didn't
are
mention,
really good,
go ahead and,
or even they even game and they suck. It doesn't matter if they're good or they suck. As long as they game, that's the main question.
Let's go ahead and get on our Instagram and go ahead and mention it, and then also include your favorite hot sauce that you like wherever the part of the country you are in.
What gets your booty boiling?
And everybody stay tuned every Monday morning for the new Video Game Podcast YouTube edition.
And remember, everybody, if you can have a great Monday, then you can have a great life.
Stay high, you maniacs, and have a great Monday. Have a great Wednesday, whatever day it is, whatever day you're listening to this. God bless you.
God bless you
all. In Jesus
all.
Christ's name. Take a deep breath. Have a great Monday. Eat some great breakfast. Go on a good diet. Stop smoking cigarettes. Smell some roses.
There you go.
Have yourself a good time, everybody.
All right. Enjoy life, everybody.
That's right, everybody. We're going to be on YouTube from now on.
Check it out, man. We are on YouTube.
We're on YouTube.
The platform has grown. Runner Gunner Show is growing every day. No longer Mondays. Every day you could hear us anytime you want.
Yes.
All you got to do is click that YouTube button and look for the Runner Gunner Video Game Podcast.
That's right. And remember, to help us monetize the show, we've created a condensed version where we don't use any licensed music. It's not quite free. It's not quite the free podcast. If you want to listen to the free podcast,
you guys know where to go.
You know where to go. Find us on Spotify every Monday morning. You can listen to it completely unedited, completely unadulterated. But this one is the same show. We'll be talking about the same topics as the weekly show, but in a more condensed version.
Yes, we're just going to break it all down much quicker, and it's not going to have as much detail as it would be, but it's still going to be the same great content, the same great show,
and a lot more interactivity.
We
want to interact with the audience a little bit more on this YouTube special, so bear with us in mind as we come up with new questions and new interactions and points of greatness where we get to share with you, the audience,
yes.
the Runner and Gunner Video Game Maniacs.
All right, our Video Game Maniacs out there, we just want to send some love and show some love. And remember to listen to us on YouTube and on Spotify.
Yes.
Monday mornings.
Thanks for listening, everybody.